I'm sorry, what the hell are you? Like, why?
Indeed it is. Standing before you is a noble man overflowing with love and pathos. The one, the only, Vincent Florard.
Or whatever my last name is.
I presume that you are the Cupid that I asked the student council to send me.
Rin explained the situation to Vivi and asked if she was the one who sent the letters. Well, now that is pretty interesting. I'm going to take that as a no. Yeah, I wish it was me, but I'm having too much fun teasing Wendy right now to set my eyes on any boys right now.
She could have had an alternate source. However, my darling Vincent, I found you!
Why do I have a...
It's the she-beast!
I'm sorry, I shouldn't use such mean terms, but this is not what you wanted. Okay, let's ride. Good answer. First of all, let me tell you a little bit about the bike. Everything you see here is something that Angie asked me to build for her. And because of that, the bike's been fine-tuned to meet her specific needs. In a nutshell, it's all Angie. The engine, the brakes, even the handlebars. I see. As you might expect, she and that bike are practically symbiotic? Or whatever. When she's on it, she's a sight to behold. Not because we've tuned it specifically to her, it's become a little too tough for anyone else to handle. Think of her as an unruly horse. There's no denying she's a fine bike, but she doesn't play nice with strangers. Right. I'm really hoping I make it through this alive. Don't scare him now, Angie. Crow's ridden it just fine. But I suppose he's been working on this bike since we started too. Compared to him, you're a complete beginner. Which is great. You'll have a more objective upon after your first ride. I guess it makes sense why you asked me then. Feeling a little nervous, are we? Let's over. Can I get talking correctly? Let's head over to the highway. If I would slow the hell down, I would never mess these sentences up. I'm going to die. I'm going to die. So, what are Towa and Crow doing here? Angie and George told us you'd be doing this. So I came along to show some support and take some time off work. My reason isn't quite as sweet as little Towa's here. Like I said before, this bike's at least partially my baby. Think of me as an overprotective father, making sure you don't mess up and hurt my girl when you take her out. Thanks. Crow, don't make him any more nervous. Don't worry, Reen. Just ignore everything this guy says. I do, and it's worked out great for me. We can rebuild the bike, so stay focused on keeping yourself safe. Right. Thanks. Do you have much experience riding horses? Actually, yeah. You shouldn't have any trouble then. She's a whole different beast, but the basics of riding are the same. So have fun. Thanks, Angelica. That helps. I won't let you down. Okay then, that should be just about everything you need. Or need to know. Well, close enough. I think I get it now. The 3 things you want me to test are starting up the bike, shifting gears, and coming to a stop. That's right, we want to see how you handle everything. Let me give you a few pointers. You might not really get them until you're on the bike proper though. Hit me. First of all, you can't ride if you can't get moving, so let's talk about how to get started. Starting the engine's simple enough, but how smoothly you ride off will depend on how well you can operate the bike's clutch. Once you shift into first gear, open the throttle and then slowly and steadily release the clutch. Release the clutch slowly and steadily when I start moving. Okay, I'll try not to forget. Next up is switching gears. Before switching gears, make sure to pull in the clutch quickly and firmly. Once you shift gears, release the clutch slowly and steadily, just like when you start her up. I can do that. The last thing you need to worry about is stopping the bike, which you probably want to know how to do. When you want to slow down, release the throttle and apply the brakes to both wheels, front and back. You're going to want to give each different amounts of pressure though. Apply the brakes strongly to the front wheel and lightly to the back wheel. That's to bring her to a smooth stop. Strongly to the front, lightly to the back. That's a lot to remember, but I think I can do this. That's the way. This is all about learning through experience and getting used to riding on the fly anyway. So what do you say? Ready to go? You bet! Right then, first is starting up the engine. Wow, this is pretty intense. It kind of reminds me of how I felt when I first rode a horse. Right, let's push these nerves to the side and get going. Okay, so I pull the clutch level, shift to first gear, and twist the throttle. Now that I've done that, all I need to do is let go of the clutch and I'll be moving. Angelica told me how to do this. What exactly did she say again? Now we're talking. This is great. There he goes. Can't wait to see that look on his face when he gets back. He's gonna love it. Hopefully. Wow, this feels amazing. I'm amazed at just how stable and smooth the ride is too, considering how heavy it is. I think I'm used to the speed now. Let's try switching gears. Right, first I need to roll off the throttle, then I need to pull in the clutch, change gears, then release it. Angelica told me I had to handle the clutch in a specific way during all this. What was it again? Oh, right. I need to pull in the clutch quickly and firmly, then change gears. I said gears. And after that, I need to release the clutch slowly but steadily. There we go! Perfect! Going this fast really does feel great. I get why Angelica loves this so much. Well, the fun's gotta come to an end eventually. It's probably about time to stop. Obviously I need to hit the brakes, but how much pressure do I put on them? I'm pretty sure Angelica said strong on the front brakes and light on the rear brakes. I stopped almost exactly where I expected to, so I guess I did it right. This thing's incredible though. It feels like I'm still riding along even though I've come to a stop. But I guess I've got to snap out of it eventually. The others are waiting for me. Better head back now. Part of me was expecting Reen to go, woohoo! Welcome back, Reen. Well, how was it? I'm amazed to say the least. The sheer speed, the engine's vibration, and the
feeling of the wind as you ride along. I've never experienced anything like it. No amount of horse riding could have ever prepared me for this. Just, wow.
Guess you've got some potential. Look at this guy. He's trying to act all calm and composed, but his face is just screaming, let me go back out and ride. Plain as day. Seems like you handled it really well, too, based on your report. I have to admit, I didn't expect these kind of results out of you. It's a pretty unwielding machine.
It's even more impressive considering it was his first ride with her, too. Nice to know that I could have had a worthy rival waiting in the wings.
Not everyone can get that much praise out of Angie. You should pat yourself on the back. It's a real honor. Now, we need to hear some more detailed impressions of each phase. But let's do that back in the engineering building. Good plan. Aw, they're having so much fun with this. Maybe too much. Thanks, Reen. The info you gave me should come in handy. Glad I could help. I think she'll be a much more stable ride from now on. I'll have to be sure to tell Elisa's mother about everything we learned today if they end up mass-producing orbital bikes. Elisa's mother is the chairman of the Reinford group, isn't she? I didn't know you were familiar with each other. The Rogner and Reinford families share a good relationship, actually. Oh yeah, they're both big names in Roar, right? Yeah, Angie's dad's one of the group's biggest shareholders, too. Wow, they are pretty close. Well, now you know. Elisa's mother provided the engine and a number of other parts for the bike, too. So that's how you got your hands on everything. That's right, although whether or not Reinford will actually mass-produce the bike is an entirely different matter. Their biggest goal is to turn a profit, so the only way it's happening is if we can show them that it would make money. Which is why we're currently trying to make it into something that the masses can handle. And today, you were a big help in getting closer to that goal. Wow, I'd love to see that happen. Looks like you get it. I guess my first impressions of you were right on the mark. Oh, I haven't properly thanked you yet, have I? Thank you for helping us today. Here's a little token of my thanks. Are you sure about this? It seems like a really valuable quartz. Of course. I'm sure you'll be able to put it to good use. Well then, Reen, thanks a lot for helping today. I'd like if you could help us out next time. We need a hand, too. I'll cancel my plans as soon as you ask. So, shop. Master Quartz, you do something. Should still buy it anyway. Modify exchange. I don't really need to open up theirs right now. I think we're pretty good. Customize weapon. I think I should. Now let's see here. Oh yeah, that's already upgraded. Right, so now we're gonna go to the first floor and go to the conference room and talk with Towa. Get that bonding event going. Hello, Towa, my dear. Time to save. Nice work today, Reen. Are you looking forward to the midterm result announcements as much as I am? It sounds strange to say it, but I am. You're looking pretty busy for someone who just finished her midterms, though. You bet. Now that the year's halfway through, we've got a lot to discuss. So much, in fact, that we even reserved this room just to discuss it. There's the Academy Festival. Someone wants to use the swimming pool next month. There's about a zillion other events. Man, I guess it isn't easy being a student council member. I think you're the last person in the world who actually take this advice, but try not to overwork yourself. I guess I'll consider it. Thanks, Reen. She's just as busy as ever. Maybe there's something I can do to help. Is there anything I can help you with? I've got some spare time and you seem swamped. Really? That'd be great. It just so happens that our usual note-taker is home nursing a cold today. Would you mind filling in for her? No problem. If there's one thing I can do, it's write notes. And so it fell to Reen to jot down every idea, both helpful and harebrained, raised at the student council meeting. After a short parade of exchanged names, shaking hands, and slightly too long eye contact, he got down to business. Well, that should cover everything on the agenda. Summer will be here before we know it, so I think the pool should be our highest priority. Agreed, we'll get right on it. We should decide who will be handling each task while we're at it. Then allow me to take care of the arrangements regarding the pool. I'll get our documents sorted out and hand them over to the requisite instructors. You mean it? Thanks. Let me know if anything comes up. Oh, speaking of which, do we have any updates on what we discussed last month? Just a moment, please. Allow me to gather the necessary documents. So, she's good at her job, that even the upper-class students are hanging on her every word. I guess she didn't just charm her way into the office. Several seemingly riveting discussions later, the council meeting drew to a close. Thanks for all the help today, Reen. You really didn't need to stay and help me clean everything up, but I'm glad you did. You're always doing so much for us. I'm just trying to return the favor. But you're really something, you know that? Just that meeting had a ton of stuff to sort out and plan, but you made it look easy. You're like a human student notebook. Thanks? I think you might be exaggerating a bit, though. I couldn't get a thing done without the rest of the student council. Not a thing. Really? You probably saw it during the meeting. We were able to sort everything out because everyone brought their ideas and opinions to the table. I sit in my fancy chair and act out my role as president, but they're the ones doing all the heavy lifting. I never would have thought of it that way. If I'm being honest, I don't know if I'm really suited to be president. But if everyone believes I am, there's no way I can let them down. Even if I can't meet all of their expectations, I want to show them that I'm trying. Wow, I guess that's the best anyone in your shoes could do. Still, Towa's at least got that much to guide her. Maybe if I knew what I wanted to do, if I had that kind of purpose, maybe I'd know what kind of man I want to be. Reen? Boop! Oh my god, she just raised in cuteness. Right, what are you doing? Sorry, you just looked so stone-faced there for a second I couldn't help myself. You're first year, no need to get ahead of yourself. You've got another full year here to figure things out. Wait, you're not psychic, are you? I know how hard you've been working, Reen. I can see it as well as anyone, if not better. I don't know what has you so worried, but your answer will come in time. Just take things step by step. I guess. No, you're right. Deep down, I know what she's saying is true. If I start getting desperate, I'm just going to paralyze myself with fear. Ahem, we still have a lot more stuff to clean up and put away. But once we finish, I'll make us some tea. Hehe. That's one way to get me to hurry up. Thus, Reen and Towa finished their cleanup and sat down to enjoy a lovely cup of tea together. Nice. Well then, I think it's time for me to head out to the gardening shop in CV. I'm getting stuck. What's with the stern look, Fee? Turns out I'll be growing some flowers for the club, but I need to go and get the tools. I see, sounds tough. Kind of rare to see you this serious about something, though. It happens sometimes. Should I give her a hand? Would you like me to help you out? Oh, hold on. Sorry, the dog just laid down to rest, and I didn't want the cat to bother him. Sure. Have fun. I wasn't offering to do it for you, Fee. Given how many types of plants there are, you've got no shortage of options. Have you got any idea of what you want to raise? Yep. Fee took out a small bag filled with seeds and showed it to Reen. Oh, what are these? Flower seeds. Don't know what they're called, though. Someone gave them to me when I was in the corpse. Had them ever since. Ah. Do you know how to raise them, then? Yeah, they told me. They were kind of joking about raising them with love. I don't know if that was a joke. My mom says the same thing about the plants she grows in our kitchen. So does Edel. I don't know much about love, though. Maybe this is the right time for you to try and raise them. But man, your corpse sounds so different from the image I've always had in my head. How so? The way you tell it, you sound like one big family in a sense. I always thought Jaegers were, well, a bit more violent and bloodthirsty, I guess. Maybe I was just being narrow-minded, though. Can't blame you. Everyone's more concerned about the negative reputation Jaegers have than anyone else, or anything else. There's some people who can't even accept their existence. What do you mean? Nothing. Let's hurry up and buy the tools and fertilize. Good idea. I've never seen those seeds before, so let's ask Jane for some advice on the best way to raise them. Reen and Fee bought the tools and fertilizer they needed, after which they made their way back to the Academy's flower bed to plant the seeds. That should do it. They should bloom in a few months if I raise them right. I hope they grow up big and strong. Me too. Oh, also, thanks for the help. Anytime. Well, it would almost seem that she would... Oh, now, okay, so they get some different stuff now, because now Fee has counterattack. Which is... I think the counterattack was when a teammate is hit, then she will attack after that. I think it happens before the foe is actually... Yeah, she will attack the enemy when the enemy attacks Reen. Sometimes. So now where's Laura at? She was... over here at the general store. Oh, hello, Reen. It's rare to see you here by yourself. What's up? I actually found myself rather interested in this store's wares, so I decided to browse for a while. I'm surprised at how enjoyable it's been. Should I join her? Mind if I join you? Feel free. Maybe this would be a good chance to have you tell me more about the things being sold here. Well, I don't know all that much about them myself. They have a wide variety of items here on display, most of which I'm unfamiliar with. Which leads to a question I'd like to ask you, Reen. What sort of goods and accessories do girls my age tend to like? What? I ask, well, I've noticed that there's a significant difference between myself and the other girls here. For example, I went shopping with Monica recently, only to find myself searching for equipment to keep my sword in shape. Meanwhile, Monica was fawning over cute accessories and the like. Doesn't this prove that I'm rather strange? Well, you're from different class backgrounds, for one thing. That's a difference between you already. But even amongst the other nobles, you are a little bit different. just as I thought. But this is of no issue. If there's something I lack, then all I need to do is take the opportunity to learn. Now tell me, which of these items here would most likely grab a girl's attention? I mean, I'm not exactly an expert on the subject, but... that guy. Green grabbed a cute mascot plush that was sitting on the shelf. How about this Mishi plush? He's a pretty popular character over in Crossbell. Fascinating. He's certainly charming, to say the least. But how about this? War grabbed a strap with a blue-haired muscular man attached to it. Oh wow. This Doji character has a rather gallant look to him, doesn't he? I am 100% sure that most girls wouldn't have any interest in him. Oh, this is more challenging than I expected. Reen and Laura ended up looking at an assortment of products appealing to Laura's unique tastes. In the end, though, they ended up purchasing the Mishi plushie. I couldn't be more grateful for your assistance, Reen. If it weren't for you, I never would have purchased something so nice. Not a problem. Still, my grasp on what other girls my age like remains tenacious. It seems I have a long and harsh path ahead of me if I'm ever to truly know. You know, you don't have to force yourself to be like everyone else. Because you aren't like everyone else. You are who you are, and that's exactly why we like you. You've given me a lot to think about today. Let me thank you once again. I'd like for us to go shopping again if you ever have the time. Sure, that would be fun. Laura goes back to being the highest link I have. Well then, I think it's time for us to head to the old schoolhouse. Wait, we don't have any more bonding stuff, so yeah, old schoolhouse it is. We used up our points and now we must go. I will get to the end where the boss, quote-unquote, is, and then I am done. The front doors are locked. Yep. Yep. Yes. What was that? There really must be something down in here. Anyway, let's get this party started. Everyone from Class 7 has said they're willing to come along. Now, who should I call? Could bring along Emma so I don't have to reuse any revival items, but I don't have any revival items anyway. Oh well. They're kind of like babes out of this group. So of course I got all the girls, but like our guys are just left out of it. Oh well, that's how it is. At least I took Elliot because he's very useful. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. These two really don't seem like they're going to work well together. Okay, let's get this investigation started. Everyone ready? Ready whenever you are. I've heard about your last few investigations. Taking me would be your optimal strategy. Alright, I'm counting on you. After what happened last time, there's no telling what you're in for. Keep your wits about you, everyone. Like, I actually completely forgot that, you know, they had a little bit of a disagreement or something. Anyway, time to get down there. Also, it doesn't seem like the previous floors change any. So this is the elevator that you mentioned. It does seem rather mysterious. Another light's lit up on the main panel too. Looks like we can go down as far as the 3rd floor now. When did that happen? How does this thing even work? Anyway, let's check out what the 3rd floor has in store for us. We need to investigate whether anything has changed this month. down we go. So this is the third floor, and a massive door, much like the others. I think it's fair to assume that we'll find strong monsters working inside. Yeah, I think we can safely assume we're not headed for a picnic. Alright, let's be careful out there, everyone.
Alright, let's get started.
Alright. Come to think of it, I seem to remember the instructor saying something about our combat links before the exam began. Something about them using them at a more advanced level. I heard that too. She mentioned being more aware of each person's presence, allowing us to cooperate more effectively. Yeah, I'm not totally sure what she was getting at, but I'm betting we'll figure it out soon enough. We should keep what she said in mind while we're fighting. That means the rush. Yes. Even powerful. Rush is very good. I remember using it all the time during the demo for the third game because it was useful.